Hello everybody, my name is Cassidy. Welcome to my morning routine. I know this is kind of the first look you have into my daily life, but what I'm wanting to share is a morning routine that I have usually when I have meetings. I do work from home, but I do have Zoom meetings where I do have to be on video with my bosses and my coworkers, and this is just kind of a glimpse into it. I've already been up an hour and a half at this point in the video. I get up, I take my medicine every morning. I haven't had breakfast yet, as you will see later in the video, but I like to start by brushing my teeth, washing my face. I usually shower later in the day, but this called for needing a quick wipe down.
My skin a quick wipe down with a cucumber infused facial wipe. I really like the cooling sensation that it leaves my skin. I let it set and dry, and then I follow it up with a witch hazel toner. I like how much my skin has changed since I've been using this. I've noticed a lot more softness, less redness, just overall less blemishes, and just makes my skin look and feel nice overall. A little bit about me while I am finishing up my skin routine. I will follow this up by getting my hair fixed up. I just spray a little dry shampoo in there and let it set, and I just put it back up in a quick easy clip for styling. But a little bit about me: I'm 31. I am married to my wonderful husband named Adam. We have a dog. His name is Marty McFly. No children yet. We are currently staying with my in-laws, who have been so gracious to let us stay with them while we have been unlucky in finding a house in this housing market, which is crazy. And I am happy to say that we will be moving into a townhome in the middle of March. We could not be more fortunate, thankful, happy, excited, scared, nervous, all at the same time about this new opportunity. Now you're going to get to see me apply what little makeup that I tend to put on. I'm just using a color corrector underneath my eyes, just trying to make the purple look a little bit unnoticeable. I like to follow that up with a little bit of concealer. I use that around all my eye typically. I don't really have very many blemishes or spots that I want to cover up, so I just kind of focus around my eye area. I was definitely not one to grow up with makeup on my face. I didn't really look into all the different makeup styles growing up. I was just very basic. I never liked anything on my face. So when I do apply makeup these days, it's just kind of from what I've seen on YouTube or gathered from Instagram, and I just make it work. I make it work. Here I am applying some eyeshadow. I just went in with a very light nude color as my base, and I followed that up with a little bit of a shimmery glitter copper color in my creases in the corner along my bottom lid. I don't really have very good lighting in this bathroom, and I have an open cabinet with a mirror on the inside, which is why I am looking away. You will see me finish up with the eyes, and then I will apply some mascara. If you look closely, once we get there, you might be able to see where I had poked myself in the eyeball. Tried to keep cool. I teared up a little bit, but everything worked out just fine. And the finished look came out really good, which you will see here in just a second. I'm watching back at this moment because this is about the time that I poked myself in the eyeball, right about there, and I feel like I kept my cool pretty well. Just a little bit of a tear came out of my eyeball, but my eye's fine. I'm gonna throw in some nice music for you guys while I finish up with my makeup routine, and I will catch up with you guys towards the end when I give the overall finished look.
finished look. What do you think? Alright, come along with me while I make myself some breakfast. I just have some multi-grain wheat bread. Super yummy, just comes from Walmart. I am gonna have some toast with a little bit of peanut butter on top, and I have one with just peanut butter and then one with peanut butter and honey because I just wanted to switch it up a little bit. Does anybody else like taking the first scoop out of a brand new jar of peanut butter? My sister-in-law actually got in the first scoop, but I came in and I swirled it around all the rest of the top and spread it all over my bread. For some reason, that is the best tasting part of the peanut butter jar to me. This jar of honey that you see me about to wipe down, it came from my husband's coworker who raises bees. This is legitimately the best tasting honey I've ever had in my entire life, and I'm going to be so sad when it is gone. As I was going through and reviewing this video, just kind of cutting it down and editing it, I did not realize how much footage I took of myself sitting here eating. It is not the most pleasant thing, and I figure out my angles and I've got a Sprite, but I was like, oh my gosh, I just sat and found myself eating so long. So I did not keep that in here. I didn't want to have you guys watching me chewing and eating and watching the mini faces that I make while trying to clear my teeth out and swallow it down with a 0 sugar Sprite. But I appreciate you hanging out as long as you have just to see me eat. Pretty soon you'll be seeing me go into a meeting with my bosses and my coworkers. But first, I do want to show you guys what I made my husband for lunch today. As you can see, I am filming from inside of his lunchbox. Don't ask me why, it's the only way I could set up my camera. So for lunch, today we had some sliced pears. You will see me struggle to get these little bitty suckers out of this can before I finally just decided to pour the whole can in there. Adam loves these pears. He told me yesterday that he not only ate every single one of them, he drank the juice because the juice was just that good. Also for lunch today, we had a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. And we also had some crackers, some fruit gummies, and a fruit strip, all of which he loves to eat. These are the many faces I make during my work meeting. I had already zoomed this through on time lapse, so it's already going a lot faster than I expected. but we sat in a meeting for about 30 minutes. This is me, just like the mini faces that I make while I'm on camera, laughing, telling stories, all the good stuff. No actual training today. They save that for the end of the month. Well, that meeting was really early in the day. This is what I was really most looking forward to. Our trip to Walmart. I always love going down the clearance aisle. Still $100 for that Mario set with missing pieces. I thought this hummingbird set was pretty cool. My mother-in-law loves hummingbirds. She's got 2 feeders outside, so I debated getting that for her. There's a lot of stuff in the clearance section today, but as we were going through these sections, we noticed that they weren't as clearanced or as cheap as they could be, I feel, just because a lot of this stuff has been here for months. There are some cups on the other side that have been the same price for 4 months. Looked at a bunch of cool things, nothing really catching my eye. I smelled a candle. There's a blanket coming up that I felt that, yes, it's soft, Sherpa blanket, it's soft, but it is not my cup of tea. It kind of felt snaggy to my hands. Lots of items. I expected there to honestly be more. There's that blanket. It's very pretty, but kind of snaggy. But I expected there to be more after the holidays. I saw this cool eyebrow shaper. There was no price on them. That was me trying to find a price. No luck. But we saw a lot of cool things. A lot of things that, we didn't need, but for the right person, it'd be cool. I got real excited when I saw these PJs. They were on clearance. I saw one pair that were only $5. Turns out they were kids' pajamas. But then I found women's pajamas and they were still $17. That, for me, is not much of a clearance deal. Moving on, my Walmart saw a ton of Instant Pots. Lots of gadgets and gizmos, storage containers, which were still $30, so I didn't really find that to be the best deal. Those headphones we actually got my mother-in-law. A lot of cool things. Weekly meal planner from the Pioneer Woman. A spaghetti maker. Mariah Carey was hanging out. Just a whole bunch of gadgets and gizmos that, I personally don't need, but would probably be cool for other people. Just filled with lots and lots of stuff, but just lots of things. And then some Valentine's friends, followed by more clearance for the older kids, some Barbies, some scooters. There's some electric scooters towards the end, and there's like other toys. Just your more older kid section. We went through the jewelry section just to kind of cut through the store. Found a whole bunch of nice things. Found some jewelry on clearance. Some really nice things that I would never use. Always love those tiaras down there. The necklaces with their initial on them. These zipper bags actually had initials on them as well, which I thought were really cool. There's a whole bunch of pretty stuff. Thanks for hanging out with me today. This was more of or less an experimental video just to kind of see what I like, what kind of style I think I want to go with. I know a lot of it seemed like kind of shifty, cutty, like a lot of was cut out. Just kind of me trying to get the vibe on how I thought I might like things. I will probably end up still posting this on my channel just because I want to get something out there. I want to introduce people to myself. I want to, start making some sort of a step in the direction that I'm wanting to go. A lot of things happened today that I did not record. Still trying to get used to it, wanting to do it, not being intimidated or judged by family. I've told everybody in the family that I'm like, yeah, I want to do YouTube. Let's see what it's like. And you know, everybody's been supportive, and I can't wait to figure out and learn. I shot all this on my cell phone, so hopefully, you know, I can figure out the editing tool here as well as what I can do with a real camera on my computer, digital editing. So thanks for hanging out. I appreciate you making it this far if you did. See you next time.